we have hauled 22 tons of stone and placed every rock in this foundation one at a time by hand. Back when a pioneer built a house here, he got all this land for a mere $18 paperwork fee. Thanks to Abe Lincoln signing the Homestead Act, this bit of the Wild West changed dramatically. Little by little, we've been rebuilding what we could save of the original house. And we've been rebuilding, in an historically aware manner, anything rotten or lost to time. Today, Jesse is going to rebuild the final stone wall of this foundation, and Robbie is going to put the floor back on it. And I, Clayton, am going to be your narrator and walk you through the whole story. Let's keep moving through the day's work.
The sun is shining. It's a little bit windy, but you can't ask for better than this in Montana. The weather feels pretty good right now, so it's not always going to be like this. I just have to backpin it.
This foundation has no mortar in it. It's just a bunch of little and big field stones stacked together. But we can walk on it and build a house on it without the stones moving because every piece is laid in a particular way.
Oh, isn't that cool? We found those when we were metal detecting. Isn't that neat? Bring it over to me. See that little whistle? Yeah, bring it over here. Ready? Watch this. Lean in. Closer. Closer. Yeah, try it. Yeah, Maggie! Okay, go put it back on the fines table, okay?
A friend of ours with metal detecting skills came out this week and scoured the ground all around where Uncle Dan's cabin sat. We didn't find any silver, but we did find lots of small treasures that speak of the lives lived out here, including the prize of the day, a whistle that still works.
Hey Mags, any little stones you find, anything little, throw it over the wall to me, would you? Okay. I would love it. Good job, Mags.
It takes a lot of hours in the sun, picking up and placing stones until the foundation can be called finished. But the whole family pitches in and makes each perfect sunny day a memory. And just like that, Montana changes her mind and gives us rain.
Can you hear them? Can you guys hear it? Here come the sandhill cranes. There's 4 of them. They're coming in. They're calling to each other. That's amazing. Just out here working in the rain. You see so much life when you're just out here being quiet. No machines, no tools, just stacking stones. It's starting to rain out here too. Might have to finish up here pretty soon. But we made a ton of progress today.
It's a new day, and the cows are getting moved out to the spring pasture on the ranch. The stone foundation is almost finished. Next step we need to take is rebuilding the floor, and we are beefing this element up too, by milling heavy wooden beams off of which the floor joists will hang. The original floor of the 1889 house that sat here was absolutely shot, rotted from the bottom up. Not to mention, it had a lot of life living on and under it over the years. We aren't going to buy off-the-shelf flooring or lumber for this. We're going to start by milling 10-inch by 8-inch pine beams, and then there will be homemade floor joists to cut, all from the pines that sat just up the ridge here. Robbie has been sawmilling throughout the winter, but when we got to this stage, we realized we needed massive dimensions, larger than anything we had already cut. So he knocked over a few more trees, threw them on the mill, and now we have custom dimensions and beams for this project. The green wood will shrink a bit, but all the pieces are mortised and pinned together. Back in the day, green wood is what they used on projects like this, and that's good enough for us. The original homesteader here, Robbie's great-great-uncle Dan, actually owned his own sawmill too, so hey, it's all in the family. This sawmill is just a touch newer.
Alright, I'm just gonna throw all the scrap stones around the base of the structure in no particular way. Stops any big animal from digging underneath it. Great. These are just the last steps before we can call this foundation done.
Nature's first grain is gold, her hardest hue to hold, her early leaves of flower, but only for an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, so Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down to day, nothing gold can stay.
Well guys, I think we got it done. It feels pretty good. It feels pretty good. I'm sore, but considering we've got about a 2-foot thick by over 2-foot tall wall in places, yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. I think we'll just have to come back once we get the beams on, the wooden beams. I'm gonna come back with some thin shim stones, and I'm just gonna pack tightly underneath it. And that should seal it up better. I mean, little things are gonna be able to get in, but nothing big. And I mean, if I did this right, you shouldn't be able to see daylight through it or anything. A mouse shouldn't be able to get in, but if they do, they do. It's a homestead house in the country. I'm kind of okay with that. We're thinking we might put a trap door in the floor. That way, if we ever need to get down underneath here, we can. Plus, it's a good place to hide the gold.
If you look across the field from where Jesse has been working, you can see the 4 walls of old Uncle Dan's cabin, an 1889 Homestead Act house that has sat on this very site right up until this moment. We have been forced to make some drastic measures to save it. It is in pieces at this very moment, but it is not gone. Our aim is to bring back 100% of the original architecture, the overall look of the place, while replacing the rot and adding a few historically appropriate improvements. This foundation is one of those improvements. The original house had stone cornerstones, but not much else. We've taken the path of improvement in an historically sympathetic way. The pioneer who built this house originally would hopefully be pleased. And just in time, the major stonework is done. Here comes Robbie with heaps of freshly sawmilled beams and boards. It won't be long till the skunky floor that disappeared last week is rebuilt by the end of this one.
Sounded not good. Yeah, they're a little opposite. This one needs to tip up and this one needs to tip up that way.
There, see?
Yeah. It's close.
This side.
Close. It's gonna go.
There.
Hey, Rob.
Look at that.
It's good enough for who it's for.
Look at that. That's like a ½ inch off. But it's level at the top, but it's not at the bottom.
I thought you built a dovetailed cabin. What is this amateur hour? That's why there's shims.
Bark.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
No. Hold on.
Hey, hold on.
Give me my rock hammer. Okay.
We had more of a tool than this little thing, but
Yep.
go down.
Wait. Yep.
Still too high. I could always set the mill up and shave a
Yeah, there you go. Do that.
½ an inch off the bottom of that thing. So this one I think could stand to be shimmed up,
Yeah, just a touch.
and that will pull that side down a touch.
Yep, and it'll
I
be
think.
perfect. Okay.
How about we don't get in? Let's leave everything. Tractor right after that, okay, bud?
Well, I want to go to food.
Well, I want to not have you one.
Last week it was so cold that the crops hadn't popped up yet. This week they are growing like crazy. It's a hopeful time for farmers. In between farm work, like moving cows to pasture and prepping haying equipment, this 1889 project is continuing forward at a quick pace. Uncle Dan's has its foundation back, and a proper floor is nearly on it. Next episode, we will be able to walk on it and start prepping for walls.